Okay, this is a sneaky snacker deck. I think it's interesting. Basically, what you want to try to do is that you want to sorcery speed, abandon attachments on your turn to ditch snacker and bring it back immediately. Stuff like that. I'm playing this on turn two, pretty strong. You also kind of want to sometimes maybe play Modern Age, ditch the snacker to the Modern Age, and then the turn afterward play another one. So you'll have a Modern Age on stage two, and then a Modern Age on stage one. Two draw triggers, bring back the snacker. That's also pretty strong. The main strength of the deck is playing two power flyers. The main weaknesses of this deck is a greater reliance on the graveyard. And in comparison to the normal blue-black fairies deck, which doesn't have too many glaring weaknesses beyond just the power and toughness of the creatures themselves. This one, if you get your graveyard got, pretty in certain situations can be pretty bad, honestly. Yeah, I've seen other iterations of this deck play ninjas and spell setters. I'm not quite sure how good those are. And the main reason why I say that is because the main advantages of playing ninjas is that you get other ETB triggers. But with the snackers, it doesn't have any ETB triggers. With ninjas, you can bring back a Fairy Seer or a Augur of Bolas, and those are fine. But if you ninja back a snacker, not super great. And then if you play snackers with stutters and no ninjas, well, stutters, I don't think that's super great. It's not the best use of the stutter, in my opinion. I'm starting to kind of think maybe the sneaky snackers are better as like a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garnish on a normal blue black fairies deck. Maybe as a two of and a slightly more aggressively minded deck. Because if, for example, you play a cantrip plus a ninja, which is a pretty normal line, you can get back to snackers, and that's pretty good. It can give you a little bit more staying power. One of the best things about this deck is being able to like block with snacker, attack in with a snacker, have a couple of them in the graveyard, and then end step brainstorm on opponent's end step, and bring both of them back. And that's pretty strong. This guy over here, this is a funny little card. It's basically just a kitchen imp. The main advantage to this is that you discard this to abandon attachments, or where's the other one here? Modern Age. That can be pretty good. Oh, that's another thing. Another advantage of this deck is being able to play Modern Ages. These are a little slow. You kind of want to play them on turn 2 or 3. If you play them afterwards and it's not going to be a long game, yeesh, that's pretty bad, honestly. These are good. These are really good against other snackers, but it can be a little rough if you're playing against any sort of more aggressively minded deck. So yeah. Let's go for some of the other finishers here. Terrors, it's kind of self-explanatory, but that's mainly because we're playing 29 instants and sorceries. So being able to play this on turn on 1 or 2 mana is pretty likely. That's honestly the main other way to finish out the game. This deck is a little more aggressively minded. It's yeah. Thorns, these, I'm less sure if Thorn should be main deck or if the Murmuring Mystic should be main deck. There's a couple of arguments one way or the other. The main thing about the Thorn is that you can trigger another draw if you, for example, you've already used a Consider or a Modern Age, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not super sure about this. I think perhaps the Murmuring Mystic is safer. There are many instances where the Thorn is a liability. The Monarchy is a liability because you don't actually play that many creatures. You see, it's only 9 plus the 4 Modern Ages. So 13 total creatures in a Monarchy-focused deck can be a liability, is sort of my feeling. Yeah. All right, let's go over the interaction package. These are basically my flex spots, loose focus, spell pierce, dispel. I've seen on the list play like some variations of like multiple spell pierces or multiple dispels or something like that, but I kind of want to just try this because I want to be a little more flexible. Lose focus is more for creatures or for decks that want to tap out or for winning a counter war in like games that can go long. You can replicate and counter multiple spells or put multiple replicate triggers on the same spell. That can be pretty good, but yeah, this is either something you play on like turn 2 or 3, or you play on turn like 7 or 8, is the general sort of thinking here. Yeah. The rest of the interaction package, mostly self-explanatory. This is the same base list that you might see in most other blue-black fairies deck. Only 3 cast downs. I like having a 4th, but it's not commonplace, I think. Lórien Revealed, obviously if you play this, it does trigger the Snacker, that's pretty good. And 18 lands, which is the same land base as I'm using in the blue-black, in regular blue-black fairies deck. Let's talk about considers. I am of two minds about this. You can kind of maybe play like a Preordain or something instead. The fact that it fills the graveyard matters a little bit for terrors. But after having played this a couple times, Preordain might be better. Just because you're already playing kind of poor cantrips in the form of brainstorms and abandoned attachments. So I'm not super hyped about that. Abandoned attachments, another thing about this one over here. This can be a good card, but the problem is that if you don't have a card to discard to this, it kind of sucks. So you get into a lot of cases where you top deck this, does nothing. So you're really motivated to keep a land in hand or something else you don't care about in hand, so that if you do draw abandoned attachments, then you can play it. Because if you can't, then that can be kind of rough. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Deep Analysis. You can also discard this to Modern Age or Sneaky Snacker. However, I would recommend that if you're playing against blue decks, just cast it. It's really good card advantage against blue decks that aren't super proactive. And, yeah, that's sort of my feeling about it. It's kind of how it is. Oh, right, sideboard. We got 3 nulls, 4 blue blasts, nice spell bomb. The nulls are here mainly for you want to basically stop Wellsprings and other sorts of like draw a card on ETB artifacts. That's sort of my feeling about it. 2 arms, no fumes though. That does end up becoming sort of an issue in certain cases because 4 mana is a lot more than 3. And in some cases, you really need to be able to pop fumes on 3 to sweep up like other X1 flyers or something like that. That can also be kind of tough. Another interesting thing about this deck is that because the Snackers are recursive, you can play cards like Shrivel, for example. Let me see if I have it. It's basically it's a 2 mana spell. All creatures get -1/-1. I don't think I have it actually here. But yeah, I don't have it. But yeah, basically Shrivel would be a good, interesting sideboard option here. Because you don't care about your own X1s nearly as much. All your creatures are toughness 2 or greater for the most part, besides the Snackers, obviously. But, you know, that's something to consider. That's something to think about here. This deck has a lot of ability to churn through your library. Between all your cantrips, between all your banned attachments, between all your modern ages, and that in turn also makes your sideboard cards quite a bit better because you can dig for them a lot harder. On the other hand, since you're only playing a couple of 1 mana cantrips that are true cantrips, not like Brainstorm that like sticks them back on top of your library, it makes it so that 1 land hands are a lot harder to keep in comparison to normal blue-black fairies deck. So that's something else to think about. Conversely, you have a lot better ability to play like spells on 2 mana on turn 2, because I think the Modern Age and abandoned attachments are stronger than things like Augur of Bolas, for example. But the other problem then is that if you do that, now your hand is a lot less reactive. You're more likely to tap out on turn 2 than you are in normal blue-black fairies deck, because you have no reason to hold up for Counterspell or Stutter or anything like that, and that's something else to think about there. Especially because with the Modern Age, this gets worse in certain parts of the game. These are best in turns 2 and 3. If you're on turn 4 and this thing isn't going to flip until like turn 7, then you can't attack it until turn 8. Not the greatest, to be honest with you. Not the greatest. But yeah, this is a fun deck. You got a lot of punching power. I'll say that you for sure have a lot of punching power. You're not just doing little knife thrusts, little cuts, little snips with 1/1 flyers in the air. But conversely, I think this deck has a lower floor, higher ceiling, lower floor, and so it's a little bit more inconsistent. It has some of the same strengths, but it has quite different weaknesses in my mind. So hope you enjoy the deck, like and subscribe, and let's get into it. All right, let's see. All right, we'll keep. Okay. So the snuffs are useless. I'll just pass here. This is probably mono black sack, would be my guess. If I had to make a guess, that's what it'd be, anyways. Yeah. There's a lot of mono black sack out right now. Oof, that's pretty bad too now. Alright, end step. I think we probably do this. Because now that you got Carrion Feeder, I really need to start rushing out for a black source. Although... Alright, I think... I really want to discard these snuffs for something more useful. I think I just play this, because we do have a 1 mana play. So that's what we'll do here. Because I really need to have a way of getting rid of the Carrion Feeder, or the vampire, bloodthirsty or vampire or something, whatever it is. Okay, jeez. All right, 1 mana consider. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is fine too. Actually, we could just. All right, we'll put this on top. Oh man. Oh man. This is pretty bad. Okay, this represents like 6 damage. I could just play this, do that, and then probably just start sacking. But that kills it anyways, huh? Okay, forget it. This is the only way out. We need to ditch these Snuff Outs for something else. Alright, let's throw this Snuff Out away. Because the other thing is that the more Snuff Outs we throw out, the more we can bring out the Terror. And I think that's really what I need to focus on here. Alright, so he's playing a little more conservatively. So, okay. Interesting. I'm tempted to throw this. I'll throw this. And then I'll do this instead. And I think I really want to cast that down, to be honest with you. I think we just pass. All right. I'll just cast down here. I think he'll probably end up sacking it to some sort of draw type effect, and I'm gonna like have a rough go of it, but oh no. Okay. All right. Oh, well, that's not great. Oh man. I think we just play out 2 terrors, or play out a terror and a snacker. We need things to block now, I think. So, luckily the terror is pretty good against the carrion feeder. So, that's something, I guess. Yeah, well, that's reasonable. Okay. Let's say, for example, they use supernatural stamina on the guest. 3 power, 3, 4. Oof. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Well, I think this is the best play we can do. It just blocks and yeah. And we're representing mana. Jeez. I'll block here. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Do I go abandon attachments or what? Yeah, let's do it. I don't think... I'll concede. Yeah, you got it. Alright, let's begin sideboarding here. I think the Pierce and the Dispels are probably still relevant. A lot of their draw effects are instants. I think the only... Let's see, these are the major changes, I would say. I think that's pretty reasonable. And then we do this, and we'll do... I don't know if the arms are super useful there. Let's do something like this. I think we'll do Extract Confession, because the Care Invaders do get big. And... I'll include one Spell Bomb. I would like to include the other one. Is there a card I can put back? I guess a Deep Analysis. That's fine. Alright, let's see it. Yeah. This is still an aggressive deck. So, Deep Analysis there would be a little bit more problematic. We'll keep. Alright, let's do this. Play Consider. Sure, this is blind to put on top. Mm-hmm. Let's do this, and we'll play Abandon Attachments. Shocking a Snacker. It's pretty good. You have to sack just one. So that's pretty strong, I think. I think we just play the land. We'll just bog your graveyard. It doesn't do anything. Because then what we can do is hold up Brainstorm and Seeding Landscape. I think that's fine. Alright. Let's move to blocks. We'll block here. Yep. Mm-hmm. Damn, that's hard for this guy. This is fine. I'll put this and this back. And then I'll just sack this here. Let's go get an island. And we'll pass. Mystic there is pretty important. But I think I just Lórien here. I'll grab an island and I'll play it. And then I'll pass. I'll just lose focus on the draw spell. Yeah. I don't have enough to play Terror anyways, so... Alright, I'll move to blocks. I'll block... a token? No. Because this guy represents, like, 7 points of damage. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. This is the correct way to play it out here. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay. I think we have to Lórien here. And I think we need an untapped land. Because we need to play a Terror. Yeah, we can't really let this resolve, unfortunately. Yeah, because the main thing is that no matter what they get with the Fiend, they'll just Blood Throne it away to exile it forever. So even if I did have a way of getting it back... Oh, that's rough. Alright, that's fine. They'll probably get rid of the Murmuring Mystic here. Yeah, you see. Yeah. Problem is that none of them are really good, but the Murmuring Mystic was definitely the best. Okay, so now, because of all the blocking I did earlier, I can just let this Blood Throne go through here. I'll move to blocks to force them to sack here. So I'll be taking 6. Maybe more. Maybe 9. Okay, so maybe arms would be useful here, I guess. Okay. I think what we do... I'm going to play... I'm going to play a snacker. And then I'll play a Modern Age. I'll discard this Aquifer. And then I think I swing here. Because I think mainly I need them to worry about, like, trading or losing their creatures in combat. Yeah. I think that's really what we have to worry about here. Yeah. Well, that's problematic. Oh, Jesus. That's terrible. We'll get rid of this guy. We'll get rid of... That's really bad. We have a couple different ways of... Oh, jeez, fine. We'll do this here. I'm just going to cast it. It just removes some potential damage. Okay. I got another snacker. That's something. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'll block with the glider. Oh, maybe I should have countered that. No, it's fine. I'll swing in the glider. I don't think I want them to have another threat. I've already used my one, like, anti-beetle, anti-carrion feeder type effect with the extract. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, geez, again? Man, that's really good. Alright, let's see. What kind of outs do we got? Great. Just get out of here. Nice. I've used 2 counterspells so far. I need abandoned attachments or Brainstorm. Any of these would get me back in here. I'll play Aquifer. Okay. Alright, Brainstorm it is. That's hilarious. We'll stick, I guess, this and this on top. And then I'll go to your upkeep. And then I'll cast down there. Oh, you're just cycling it. Not even playing it. Interesting. Okay. Alright, consider grave. Let's see what we got. Terrible. Not the worst. Well, this is what I got it for anyways. Alright, let's go to combat. I'm going to swing just 1 here, actually. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. I want to get you into a funny spot. Where? Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to do here. We're going to go here. And so basically, if you want that to work out, this works. I cast abandoned attachments here. Great. Nice. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. I'm tempted to bring in the Fangs, but I don't know what I would put back. They're still very low to the ground deck, so Spell Pierce isn't the best. I think what I'll put back is probably attachments. Bring this back in. Maybe? No. Like, when could I even play it? Right? No. No. I think we... I'll bring in arms, because it's situational. But in the situations where it's good, it could be very good, I guess. I don't love that. Oh, this is a really funny play. I could do this, bounce this, discard the Snagger. I'll just bounce this back. Well, that sucks. Oh man, that's so amazing though. I mean, you know, I'll say that's pretty good. That was pretty good there. Okay. Um, I think we might actually still be okay. We just need to stop them from getting any sort of sack outlet, like repeatable sack outlet, and we might actually just be fine. Man, I don't even know how to... Alright, I'm going to play Abandoned Attachments here. I need to work on making alterations to what I've got. I'm going to discard this. Oh, that is amazing. Okay, yeah. I think I just pass. The 2 Terror plan here is actually pretty okay. Yeah. I'll just cast down on your upkeep. Is this okay? I'll counterspell. Yeah, there's a couple other ways for it to be bad for me, really. But think that's just the way we'll have to do it. There's not much we can do about that, I think. You can flash that back. It's pretty good. I would like to consider try to see if we can find a land here. That's fine. We'll just stick this on top. Still 4 mana there, I think, right? Yeah. I think we just pass here. We're going to represent Counterspell. We'll be taking a lot. I don't know how to deal with that. We're going to play Mystic here. It's possible we should have just played it earlier, but I'll play this. Which one do I not want to see again? I'll put back the Modern Age because it's just too slow now. We have nothing to use it on either. So hopefully we can live through this. I don't know, we'll see. We need to do something to stop their attack. So assuming they don't have anything too crazy, this could turn out to be okay, maybe. Let's see. I don't know. This is depending on what the opponent has in hand, it might be okay. But if they're like, oh man, it's one of the worst ways of going out here. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. However, now our arms is really good. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we put this on 5, play arms and then terror. I think that'll work. Because this taps... Okay. Grab an island. Play the island. Play arms here. Then I'll play 1 terror. Okay. Okay. It's no big deal. I'm just gonna... Actually, hold on one second. I can do this better. I'll play this. do this. Nice. All right. All right. We'll play this. We'll drop a Modern Age here. I think what we'll probably end up doing is throwing away this Thorn. Because for one, we can't even play it anyways. Yeah. Because you see, if they're also playing Snackers. Whoops. Okay, it's pretty good. Alright, let's see here. Oh, man. Oh, this is hard. Okay, we're gonna throw out the Snuff Out. Because Snuff Out doesn't work on their Snacker anyways. So now we'll go to Modern Age for our own. And on this one, I think what we do is we throw away this Brainstorm because we have no way of shuffling anyways. Okay. So they'll get their Snacker back. Luckily they don't get a second one. Now they have 2 darts in the grave. So if they play any sort of gutter snipe effect, we'll have to counterspell. There's nothing we can do about that. Alright. Now, I think here we do the same thing. We throw away the Thorn. And here we'll just play another Modern Age. And here we'll throw away attachments. This is another cantrip type effect anyways. And I don't think it's super necessary here. So if they go Snacker here, then they can dart the glider. But they would have to sack a mountain, which they don't want to do anyways. So we're pretty okay here, I think. Okay, they're going to go for it anyways. They could just play another dart. That's possible. But let's see how they want to handle this. Yeah, you see, they'll just play a dart from hand. Do we want to just keep it around, or do we want to hold this up for like another highway robbery? They have 6 in hand anyways. Yeah, we'll just fire it off. It's here. I don't know. It doesn't seem great, but if they just have another one, there's not much we can do about that, really. But what this does mean is that it makes their gutter snipes worse. Oh, you don't want it. Okay, what you got? That's interesting. Do you just have another dart? I don't think you want to sack a mountain because you only got 2 of them. You know what I mean? So that's my think anyways. You probably just weren't expecting me to lava dart. If you just have another one, then there's nothing I can do about that, really. Oh, they're just gut-shotting. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay. Here we're going to throw away attachments. We'll just play this, and then we'll just pass. Okay, that's fine. Gut shot's really crazy, though. Man. It's 1 damage, right? Yeah. Okay. Just as a way to finish. Oh, that's amazing. You mostly see gut shot in the sideboard, so playing it main is very surprising. If you're playing in some sort of like additional thermal alchemist effect, there is another one that is like Flame Breather, but it's only got like 1 toughness, if I remember correctly. Alright, so I think what we do is that we're going to start by leading off with the Brainstorm here. And what we're going to do is that we're going to put this one and this one back. And then we're going to play like this. We're going to cast down on the Flame Breather. And then we're going to play a Terror on 1, holding up Pierce. And then we're going to swing in for 2. Alright. Okay, you got another one. Alright, pitching a Fire Blast. I'm going to Pierce. There you go. Nice. Okay. The funny thing is that if they just held out there, I probably would have run out of gas because there were just 2 Brainstorms on top. Now, they knew I was going to draw 1, and maybe they were just going to think about what I was going to hold on to. Alright, let's see here. Let's do something like this. We'll cut the Snuffs. And did we cut the Thorns? Yes, we cut the Thorns because I think they can take the Monarchy back more easily. Okay, this is what I'm pretty sure I'm going to do here. I just need one more cut. I'll cut one Yeah, I'll cut one consider. No. I'll cut one abandoned attachments. I think this is more correct here. Alright. I need some water. Okay, this is good enough. This is keepable. Now, I left the spell bombs inside. I don't know in the end if that was the correct play, but that's how I'm going to try this. Let's do this. Holding a blue blast. Okay. Because what we'll do is... Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I think what I need to do here is... I'm going to Brainstorm end step. Okay, that's fine. That's not that bad, actually. Oh, whoops. I almost passed without giving away. Alright, here it is. Island. Pass. I almost didn't play a land. Alright, let's see what you got here. Okay. Alright. 2. Okay, throwing away Snacker. Oh, that is good. Oh, you get back both. That's really good. Well, not much I can do about that, I guess. Alright, let's go Brainstorm. You got such a great clock, though. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to put back... I really don't need any of these. So we'll put back this and this. And then we'll just Lórien here. Let's grab this one back. Oh my god, so many lands. Oof. What do we got here? It doesn't feel good. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's play this out. And then we'll just pass. Okay. Let's see what you got. In all honesty, this might not even matter. Well... Oh man, it froze. Oh, okay, here we go. What? Okay, I'm gonna lead off with abandoned attachments. Throwing away this. Already played a land. Play it here. Oof. Oh no. Well, let's just show you I have it. But honestly, if you have any sort of bolt effect, that's really bad. Yeah. Alright, you got it. Oof. Alright, let's see, let's see. We didn't see this, so we didn't get got by it either. But I'm gonna throw this back, and then I'm gonna pick up. I think just playing this is correct. I just wanted to try out a different sideboard plan, but it felt pretty bad, to be honest with you. Let's chuck back. Yeah, mostly I want to use these on like Kessigs or Gutter Snipes. But the problem is that Gutter Snipe and Snacker share the same power. So it doesn't do much. And Kessigs are too small. Yeah. Let's see. Let's put back this Consider, I think. Alright, let's try it and see how it goes. But I think now they're probably going to be more incentivized to try to go after my my graveyard as well too. Yeah, this is unplayable. This is not great, but also not the worst. I think here we'll put back one Lórien. And there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and Lórien here. We'll Consider here, actually. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. I was really thinking about brainstorming there, or cycling there, but I think playing the Consider was actually the correct move. But that's only because we found something, I suppose. I guess if I had found any sort of black source, probably would have used it there as well. Alright. Now let's brainstorm. We'll put back, let's see, what do we put back here? Because I think we actually just want both of these, no matter what. I'm going to put back this and this here. And then we'll play this, play Modern Age, ditching a snacker, and then that'll be it. I think we just Blue Blast the robbery. Oh, I mean, this is also bad. I think I just have to try. I don't think it's going to work, because I feel like probably have Red Blast in hand. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, I was worried it was going to be something else, but okay, that's fine. Yeah. The snacker's not great, but it is what it is. Alright. Draw and discard. I'll discard and abandon attachments. I'll play a Brainstorm. And then I'll put back, I think, this and this. And we'll play a very reactive hand here. Yeah. Because I actually want the Modern Ages flipped so that I can block snackers. That's the biggest part of this deck. That makes it a little bit better against the Mono Red Madness deck. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright. And so here, I think because we need to... I think I actually want to hold back. I think I'll trade here, and then I'll block there, and then we'll see where we go, I think. Ah, man. Oh. Oh, this is hard. No, this is fine. We'll just block the snacker. This was the reason for holding back. Yep. Okay. That's strong, I think. Let's play this. Okay, I'll just throw this away. I think here the strongest move that opponent can make is probably just attacking with everything. I think that's probably best. But they're doing their own calculations too, I think. They're trying to decide if I have any sort of graveyard exile type effect, because that would also be the breaker here. Kessig. Okay, we're going to try to counterspell here, but I'm not sure how well it's going to work. You've gone through... Oh, okay. Okay, we're getting a little lucky here with the Pyroblast game. So... what is this? Alright, there we go. We'll move to blocks. Now they're just going to double blood token. And that's it. Okay, that's even worse, actually. Let's see. Draw, discard. Okay, here I'm going to discard a Pierce. I'm going to play this on 1 blue yet? Yes. Cool, great. I'm going to first lead off with Brainstorm. And I think the 2 cards I'll put back are this, and I don't need the Revealed anymore, I think, if I just have it like this. Put back this island here. And then I'll play this, bouncing back an island, and then I'll play a Terror. And then I'll pass. Yeah, but... Man, I think I got here again. Oh, the 3rd Kessig. That's pretty good. Yeah, there are a lot of lines for them to win here. But let's see what we got. What are things that we can hold out for? Okay. Alright, you got it. GG's. This is keepable, I suppose. Okay. Alright, we'll play this. And since this looks like some sort of Urza deck. This could be anywhere between like some sort of Frogtron or Flickertron deck, I think. So let's try putting out a threat early as we can. See how much of this deck is about combat. Let's island cycle this. Use to go grab this island, play it, combat, swing for 2. Okay, they have 2 pieces of Tron now, at least. Okay. Let's keep letting them think we got something crazy here, right? Some sort of counter magic interaction. Two for impulse. Let's just dispel this. This is just a 1-for-1. That's really all it is. Weather the storm. That's fine. I think, right? Okay, so seeing this, I think it's much more likely for it to be some sort of like Fogtron type deck. Okay. Okay. So they haven't assembled Tron yet. That means it's potentially okay, right? Alright, let's play this here. Let's just go to combat. Just gonna swing here. Now the question is, do we stick another threat here, or I think we probably just play this. And play to land. Okay, we can pass here. Ghostly flickering both of those is pretty big. But not much I can do there, I suppose. We're on equal levels of magic, at least now. Okay. We'll island cycle this. So used to go grab an island. Cool. We'll play an island here. Is there any conceivable case where we can draw? Yeah, we can. Modern Age and then... Okay, this is how that'll work. Alright. Let's go to combat. Attacking with everything. See if they block. No blocks. Okay. Probably because they want to. Played an island already. Let's just play the snacker. We'll play a terror. And then we'll just leave ourselves open. Nothing we can really do here. Sure. Okay, they got Tron. Okay. I think we probably lead off with a Modern Age. It's a little late here, but it's good enough. Let's just attack with everything. It feels like a fog here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, go ahead. Moment's peace. Okay, this is a big moment. This is a big bit of combat damage, so I'm just going to counter there. Alright, and then... do we do anything else here? I think we probably just do something like this. Play this out and then pass. They've got one more moment's peace. They could conceivably pick up a Tangle or something like that. So let's see how this goes here. Impulse? Sure. Okay. Next is to 7 more pieces of mana. Okay. Drifter on the stack. I guess let's go ahead and snuff here. Before they draw another piece of like ghostly flicker or something, right? Oh, it's a big weather. Yeah, that's pretty big. Okay. Cool. We can do this. And then cancel. Let's just go to combat first. We'll swing it with everything first. Let's play Lórien. Let's just cast it. Then we'll just pass. Yeah, I'm not super sure about this, but it's starting to feel like they've got enough. Yuck. Alright, they definitely have fog, right? Okay, let's see what I can find here, I guess. Moment's Peace, prevent all combat damage, right? Alright, cool. Let's just play Abandoned Attachments. Let's... Oh, they're thinking here. They're thinking pretty hard. We'll ditch the snacker. Okay. Alright. Let's just go to combat. That's interesting. Alright, with that on the stack, I'm gonna snuff here. Unwind. Now that's interesting. I'm going to replicate this twice. Yeah, because replicate 3 times actually. Do I need to replicate twice? Before, so it'll be 3 here, 1 here. Cool. Man, choosing the replication things there was kind of difficult. The UI was not the most easy to deal with there. That's rough here. Alright, looks like they're going to pulse back the Mystic. Yeah. We'll cast the Mystic. We'll have access to 4... Lots of mana, I think, is what we're looking at here. Alright. Okay, sure. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to abandon attachments. I'm going to ditch this Thorn. Cool, I'm going to play this one here. I go 2 here. I want to play a Modern Age. I'm going to ditch this Aquifer. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing out with everything. And then I'll just pass here, I think. Just in case they teachings for like breath weapon, I think is the problem. Be the main issue we're looking at here. Just evoking Drifter, okay, that's fine. This is a desperation play, maybe. Ephemerate there. I want to Brainstorm here. I'll stick this and this on top. I don't know if I bother counterspelling here. It's probably not a big deal. The thing what we do is that we hold it up for fog, I think, actually. Ironically, I think we actually just hold it up for a fog. We might be in a place soon where we can finish the game out. Alright, this one I do need a counter. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's the 5 mana here. That's pretty big. But no weather here. Okay, that's something, I guess. Alright. Draw a card, discard a card. Let's discard this Thorn here. Alright. Now, let's go to combat. Let's swing out with everything. Breath weapon. Okay. How much does that matter? We'll just counterspell. It seems pretty big. It seems like it should matter a lot. Oh, because that was I can't count. Jesus. I can't count. Jesus, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at counting. All right, let's see here. Annul. I think this makes some amount of sense here. We'll drop the Pierce and what else do we drop here? The Thorn. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it seems like we might run into situations where they'll be able to get more than us, and I don't really like that. On the other hand, I don't really want to drop down on threats too much. But as we can see in those cases there, nothing happened really, and I think it's a liability against a dignitary. So we'll drop these, and what else? I guess probably 1 attachments and 1 consider. I think that's probably good enough, I would say. Yeah. Alright, let's try it like this. If it looks like they are in a winning position after about, I I spend maybe 5-6 minutes or so of game time. I want to leave myself at least 10 minutes going into game. We'll keep this hand. This is a good one. Let's see what you got in here. Okay, cool. Alright. We'll just lead off with an island impasse. It's good enough. It's just a null there. We'll play one spell bomb and pass. Okay. Let's play this one and then pass. Kind of a slow hand, but it is what it is, I guess. 1, 2. I can't do anything about that really, I think, huh? Well, you left this open. I think we just pass. Oh, cool. So then we can do this, and then we'll play another spell bomb. Yeah, because I want to leave a couple different outs to play this here, I think. We'll just pass here. I don't want to pop these too early. I think that's probably a bad idea. Too. Man, I'm not a huge fan of that prism. Okay, go ahead. You can have it. I just want to be able to flash this in end step if I can. 2 mana. Okay. Another one? Okay. You know, if I didn't do anything about the first one, I'm not going to do anything about this one either. Right? Cool. Alright, so let's just flash this in. And we'll turn 5, my turn 5, start applying pressure is pretty slow, but... Alright, let's go combat. Attack. I wonder how I want to do this here. We don't want to go super crazy here. I think we'll play out one Brainstorm. I think we put back, what, like, which one? This. And I guess, we'll put this and this on top. And then we'll pass from here. Not having any sort of shuffle effect is kind of okay. No Tron yet. Yeah. Let's try to hold up for impactful cards, I guess is the idea here. I just want a cantrip, right? That's the idea, right? Alright, combat. Let's just swing out here. Three mana. What do you got here? For Evoke Drifter. Does Counterspell the Drifter. Okay. So you can prohibit there. So I need to draw some number of cards. Okay. Don't like that. 3, 4, 5. Let's see if you counter this. We'll discard this cast down. Cool. And then let's go to combat. Swing just one like this. How do I want to do this here? I think probably just do this here. And why not? Let's just layer threats out. Sure. We'll try it anyways. Doesn't work, it doesn't work, I think, right? Sure. At least it forces them to use the mana anyways, I think is the idea. I'd love to be able to strand it there, but I don't think that's likely to happen here. Alright, give me something good, please. Cast down here. They have another one, there's not much I can do about that, I think. Cool, they don't though. Okay, strand the ephemerates. That's cool. 3 mana. Well, we kind of have to do it now, right? The only thing that would... Theoretically, you could have another one, I guess, right? Okay. Let's see. 2, 4 mana. Murmuring Mystic. Okay. Impulse. Okay. Let's see how far we can get here. Okay. Alright, tap land. Cool, we're just chilling here. Let's see here. Let's just play Modern Age. See if we can... I'm not super hyped about this, but let's play this one out. And then we'll go to combat. Swing out with everything. See if we can find anything here, right? What do you got? Moment's Peace. Alright, let's see if I can find anything here. Off this Brainstorm. Cool. We'll put this and then this back. And then we'll snuff there. So you gotta live another turn. So that's something pretty big. But you also don't have to worry about it. Let's see if you got anything else here. Pulsing that back is pretty big. It's pretty rough. Yep. You got anything following up? Ghostly flickering, both of those two. That's pretty bad. Yep. Well, I did say that I would get to a point where I don't think this is going to work out for me, I think, right? I think we're pretty quickly drawing to that point now. Let's see. They can just keep moments piecing here. That's pretty strong. Draw a card, discard a card. Oh, that's crazy. You'll drop this one here. Let's go to combat. Swing out with everything. Okay. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's how you play it. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got. Did you run? Have you run out of gas? Oh, that's rough. Okay, yeah, that's good. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. Pretty big. Let's see if we can win here. I don't think we can. Not this game, anyways. Sure, I'll take one. Because they have to win in some fashion. Okay. Let's go to combat. We'll just keep attacking at least. Okay. Alright. Alright. Upkeep. Let's just cast. Okay. Didn't have anything for that anyways, right? The fact that we've only got one snacker so far is pretty rough. Unfortunately. See it. Let's go to combat. Swing out with everything. Crop rot is pretty strong. Oh, that's fun. That's neat. That's just the one time. Let's just play this here. Funny thing is that they can actually ghostly flicker a Bojuka Bog to do it again. That's pretty strong. Okay, we're not too far down, but they still got quite a bit going on here. So your teaching's for teaching, so you can make more birds. Okay. That sounds reasonable. And you picked up a Weather the Storm here. Cool. And then you'll teachings for a Prohibit. Alright. It's pretty big. We're getting pretty big here. It's a big storm. Yep. Okay. Because what'll end up happening here is that you'll make another bird. And you'll start to equalize here on life. Alright, and then I'll just take the 2. Alright, we'll just pass here. Let's see if we can find anything else here. Alright, we'll go to combat. Let's swing out for everything. 2, 7. Alright, cool. We haven't got it yet, so let's chill. We're just chilling here. Alright, we'll Modern Age here. See if we can find anything. Oh, man. I think we probably have to discard the Counterspell, and we'll just pass. Because what do we need to play? We need to play the Lórien, ironically. Alright, let's see what we got here. 5 mana. For a wall! Oh, that's strong. That's really strong. Alright. Let's see what you got. Flicker, wall. Mm-hmm. And then you just keep doing it over and over again, right? Play lands. Flicker the wall. Well, at least they did the right thing in bringing the creature and bringing the, Okay. Okay, draw a card, discard a card. We'll discard a snacker. We'll cast here. Try to see if I can get a... Okay, let's chill. Well, let's just play this one out. This guy's got reach, so not much I can do about that there, I think, really, right? Let's see if there's anything that we can do to get out of here. In truth, I don't really think there is. I think, let's say, for example, is there even a possibility that they can deck themselves? Because they need to draw cards. Have they run through, let's see, they've only run through one Moment's Peace. Yeah, that decision earlier to pop it for not much value is kind of coming to bite us here. It's kind of rough, but it is what it is here. No matter what, we had to have played that one earlier. Let's see. It's on 5. We will need to block... Need to block the terror here. Yeah. Just continuously being able to pull cards back. And then pulling the impulse. Yeah. And we'll just keep making birds, keep going wide. I think we just let them get through this turn, because I want them to think I maybe have an out for their birds. Oh yeah. What is this? If they just win here, there's nothing I can do about that really, I think, right? Well, this looks like what? Like a rolling thunder, I think, right? I think so. Let's see. Playing a lot of red. Rolling Thunder is 2? Yeah, there it is. Alright, cool. Alright, you got it. Alright. I don't think the Rolling Thunder by itself is worth bringing in Blue Blast. Let's see. Cutting down on the threats was kind of rough. I could match their Murmuring Mystics with my Murmuring Mystics at least, maybe, right? And if I were to do that, what do I take out? I think maybe we drop these, but is that too many? What is this? 33 minus, what is this? 33 minus 6, 27? Hmm. Man, I don't know. 28 technically with the deep analysis, I guess. You would have multiple triggers there. Hmm. Oh, we'll do something like this. I think this is probably fine. We're just changing out the we changed the 3 threats for 2 threats. This brings back my snackers. All right, we'll try it like this. I'm not super confident, but we'll try it at least. I think is I think this is at least a reasonable line of action here. All right, let's see. We'll keep. This is kind of a slow start, but we'll at least have our colors. So eesh, that's a great start. Hate it. Well, it is what it is here. Next turn they're just going to a null anyways, I think, but we'll not crop rot. We'll do this. We'll pick up an island and we'll just play it, just in case they don't just do turn 2 a null or turn 2 map, right? All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not doing nothing. All right. We'll just. We don't do anything here, and we'll just end up doing on their turn anyways, I think, right? Let's stick this Brainstorm and this Womp on top, I think. Oh, that's interesting. We'll just play a snacker here and then pass. Yeah, there it is. We'll at least have our 1-mana plays here, I think, right? It's worth it. I mean, there have others, and there's nothing I can do about that, but stopping the first one's fine. Let's try to see if we can preserve a little bit of time. 3 mana for Flicker? No, Impulse. Okay, that's fine. Flicker would have been crazy, but I'm guessing I don't want to do it too early. What else do you have for 1 mana? Anything? Cool, nice. Alright then. We'll Brainstorm first. And then we'll put back... Oh, what can we put back here? Is there any instance where I can play out my terror? Do I even want to play out my terror? Oh, this is hard. This is hard. I think I want to try playing a little cautiously, I guess. So we'll put this and then... Oh, this is so tough. We'll put this and... I have a little bit of time. I don't want to think about this too hard. I think we'll probably do it in this order. And then we'll play this, and we'll just go to combat, and we'll swing out like this. And then hold up mana. That's what we'll do. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but we'll just do it like this anyways, and hopefully it doesn't turn out terribly. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh. Oh, that's crazy. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Get rid of all those. Make some amount of deal. It's not insignificant. It's, you know what I mean? We'll swing out here and see how it goes. Well, now that you've done that, I kind of feel like I need to hold back a little bit. Not go super hard. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is here. Just straight casting Drifter. Man, I wish I could do something about that, but I can't, so I guess I won't. Alright, let's go to combat here. Attack with everything. Let's see if you block. They don't block. Okay, I'll just play this out. And then, I don't know, see how it goes, I guess. Seems a pretty terrible thing to say, but... Well, they're going crazy here. What do you got? What do you got? For 5 mana? What do you got here for 5 mana here? You're going to Teachings. For what? What are you going to teach? Alright, I'm going to snuff here. I'm not going to worry about what you're going to grab. Not right now anyways. Let's see. I'm going to Dispel. Alright, I'll Dispel your Dispel. I'm not sure if I like how this is progressing here. Alright, you grabbed Ephemerate. I hate it. Oh man, I hate it so much. Alright, let's see what you got. Yuck. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks a real lot. Sucks real lot. Just being able to play it again, it's terrible. Terrible. Well, let's show. Let's see what else we get here. You know what I mean? It's possible we get something okay, right? That is interesting here. Alright, let's go to combat. Let's attack. Alright, we'll cast here. I don't think we'll get into a situation where you don't have Ephemerate mana. But I want to try to at least... Oh, wow. Okay. That is hilarious. Okay. Alright. This is not the end of the world, but I'm not in a comfortable spot. It's funny, but it's not a comfortable funny. It's not like funny haha, but it is funny. Alright, 5 mana, 6 mana, 5 mana for another Drifter. Okay. Terrible. Let's see what you discard here. Leaving up all your mana here, huh? Alright, that's fine. We'll just swing in here. Alright. Do we brainstorm, try to find a land, maybe? Sure, let's brainstorm, try to find a land. Oh, that's funny. We'll put this, and then, this on top? No. We'll put the Murmuring Mystic and then the Terror on top. Play the island, and then on your upkeep, do I try bothering for anything? I could at least force you to a point where you don't have mana open, I guess, right? 2, 2. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Alright, I'm going to counterspell this one. Then prohibit there. Then we'll counterspell the prohibit. I'm going to snuff here. Alright. Oh, that's crazy. Map. Okay, you're just gonna do this later. Is all this gonna happen? I wonder if maybe I should have just waited. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm not gonna worry about that. Alright, I'm going to abandon attachments on the snacker. And then I'll go to combat. I'm not going to swing. I don't think that's necessary right now. I'll just play this and I'll pass. Yeah. The only thing I can really hope for is that you're running out of gas, but I don't feel like that's likely. So, okay. That's a good blocker. It's a good blocker. Not much I can do about that there. Uh-oh. That's pretty good too. Okay, that's fine. The fact that I'm on 6 life is really difficult to deal with here. Especially because you could just find Rolling Thunder. Yeah, another Drifter. That's pretty good too. Yuck. Okay, okay. Well, it did make you use a lot of resources, I guess. It's not amazing, actually, but let's just play this. And then we'll just pass. Yep. Try to cast down there. Dispel is pretty big. Alright, let's move to blocks. Block here, block here, block here. And that's it. Always yield. We'll ditch this card. And then we'll just play another Terror here, go to combat. Swing like this. And then pass. Oh, you got teachings. Okay. 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 Well, I mean, I'm not sure what you can find. Perhaps I ought not have been so hasty to swing in with the other Terror here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. Oh man. What? Oh, is this like a really big, what the heck's it called? What's that thing called? Hydra? Oh. Oh! I won on time. Okay, that's... I don't know. I feel like they're probably in a commanding position, so I don't really feel like this counts. But, I mean... I don't know. They had 6 cards and stuff like that. They were at a really commanding position. I don't know. So that's the deck. Hope you guys enjoy the games, and see you next time. I'm going to try to play a variation of a fairies deck that I've seen before. Um, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy that one too. All right, see you.